Hi everyone. Thought we'd do something a bit different and talk about the APAC Academy, Pax8, and all the initiatives we're going to be doing in February. Been talking to a lot of partners, and there's a lot going on in the industry and what we're delivering to help. So we thought we'd actually talk it through and share what we're doing in the next month and see if there's any value for you to go improve your businesses and make more money and reduce some risk. So thanks for joining us, Maria. And I know I'm being a little bit awkward, but this is why we dive in and try things, right? So one of the big things I've been hearing from partners, especially the small ones, is they're really struggling to find their value and find new business and getting started. And I know you've been working with DJ on some initiatives around this. So tell us all about it. What are you doing? How are you helping partners?
Sure. So I'm really passionate about helping support the industry to grow and to be better and about learning new things. So what we decided to do was we're running a monthly webinar. It's called Build Your MSP. And each month we're going to touch on another topic that the partners are asking for help with. This month it's MSPs in a working with cloud first clients. So we're going to look at what does cloud first mean? What do our clients need from us? Does that require restructuring the business and the operations within your business and your sales approach to handle cloud first clients? So it's actually going to be, it's a great topic, and that's coming up this Thursday, the 9th of February. Very exciting. So and then also in conjunction with that, we have a new peer group that we've just launched. It's a really special peer group, and it's designed specifically for businesses that are 1 to 6 employees and need it's a hybrid model peer group. So we're calling it a peer group, but it's run by one of our coaches, and it's got a coaching element. There's some training elements in it as well. So we'll be doing some coursework in there as well, and meet weekly to work with your peers and build your businesses together. So we're calling that our 0 to 1 million peer group. We're going to get everyone $1 million and beyond.
Well, that's exciting. So with the webinar and the peer group, what have you found from partners so far we've already done one, that was huge turnout. What was sort of the feedback and the help that the last one provided?
Yeah, we got some great feedback from the last one. So the last one we just did an introduction to managed services. So we talked about what managed services is, and it's interesting that there's we asked the question of a number of MSPs over the course of building the content, and a lot of people didn't. We got different answers from everybody. So it was really interesting to see that we talk about managed services and we say we're selling managed services, but nobody actually has a definition for that. So that was our last webinar, and we got some great feedback. We also gave out as part of the webinar a planning tool for small businesses to help build their plan for the year.
Well, I know there's a lot of small technology businesses in the region. 1 to 6 people is pretty common. And when I've spoken to partners recently, they are really struggling to get leads and know where they're fitting and what's next. And got a lot of different people in different maturity stages around whether they're looking to exit or whether they're just starting. And it sounds like a really exciting program to be a part of.
It is. It's an area that I think we'll see if we can strengthen the smaller MSPs. The whole industry will build up from there. So it's good to be able to support our smaller partners.
Well, jump on. We'll put the link in our little description, and jump on and register if it helps.
And they're running monthly, so if you miss this one, let us know. We are recording them as well, so if you register, you'll be able to get access to a recording too.
Awesome. Well, while you're helping the small parties, I'm trying to help the industry at the moment with becoming more efficient and understanding some of these cloud first options as well, which funnily enough ties in. So I've been, if you haven't been seeing, every Tuesday I've been sharing a tech tip from a non-technical person, but working with so many MSPs and understanding the challenges across the industry, I've been sharing some tips like using Intune to manage Google Chrome, using Printex to manage cloud printing. And a lot of this is to help technology businesses give better client experience and reduce their ticket load and reduce their risk, which increases profitability. So if you're not following me on LinkedIn, jump on and see Tuesdays. I share something that might help. And then on Wednesdays, I've been sharing a lot around cybersecurity and the resources to keep up, because I know it's such a changing environment. It's hard to keep up with the threat landscape. So I've been trying to share resources for government initiatives, for the legislation around our region, around Australia, New Zealand, and Southeast Asia, to keep up with what's going on and try and curate some information for everyone. And one of the things that's coming out more and more as I'm looking at this is that play for Azure. And like you were talking about the cloud first approach, and a lot of partners I spoke to aren't ready for Azure and don't quite understand the opportunities and how to manage it. So thought we'd throw a course on to introduce people to Azure, and that's kicking off on the 14th of February. Is that correct, Maria? You know,
That is correct. Yes.
Well, and it's going to be 4 sessions, an hour and a half each, and it's led by our Microsoft certified trainer, Dalipa, over in Singapore. And we're going to share how to manage Azure, how to price it, how to implement projects with it, show the opportunities there as a baseline, so you can have a look at your client base and see what sort of projects you could sell that are going to enable people, which is becoming more and more important off the cloud first approach. And if you don't know what Azure is, or you've dipped your toe in the water, this course is perfect for owners looking at the opportunity side, for project leads, for senior engineers, for pre-sale people, to get in and have a practical instructor-led opportunity to ask questions and understand the ins and outs of Azure, which once you know that, then that leads into what we're doing next. And Maria, do you want to talk about our project management course?
Absolutely. So once you know all about Azure and you want to roll it out with all your clients, obviously that's a nice little project. The thing we're hearing from so many partners is that they're worried about whether their projects are profitable, and they might not know because of how their projects are being managed or how it's being set up in their system. Projects is such a big part of the MSP business, and obviously you don't want to pin all your money on projects, but it's a nice little win. And we want to make sure that MSPs are managing their projects well and making really nice, healthy margin on it. So we're running a project management course. We have Nathan running the course, and he's long-term project manager, very, very passionate about project management and setting it up properly and making money off your projects. So that's the key. And on the 28th of February, we'll be kicking off a 4-session course with Nathan, running that. They're an hour and a half. 2 hours per session, over 4 sessions. So it should be a good course.
If people are interested in signing up for these courses, how do they go about it?
They have a chat with their channel account manager at Pax8, and we can. And if you don't have a channel account manager, have a chat to us, and we will get you in touch with somebody.
Well, I know from the courses that we did late last year, they fill up very quickly. They're very popular. We get lots of great feedback after it, and they're very practical. That's probably the one thing to reiterate, that they're led by experts, and they're an opportunity to be interactive and ask questions and touch and feel. It's not just the theoretical side of it. It's really, how do you utilize this inside your business? And it's a great opportunity for a lot of your employees to grow and learn through this, and be held accountable for it as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's project management. If we're looking at project management, for example, there's project management courses out there that are, you know, $5,000, and you send somebody away for a week, and it's obviously that's a big deep dive. But if you've got a project manager who's doing a great job but could just do with a hand, or a new project manager who needs to learn some tips and tricks, that's basically we are going to be going into scoping and building and executing a plan, and obviously checking the financials to make sure that you've done the right thing. But it's a great course because we're going to send each of the participants get sent away with some actionable items to check in their business to help refine what they're doing.
Well, talk to your channel account manager if any of this interests you, and hopefully we can help. And I'm going to put Maria on the spot and ask her what MSP should be thinking about over the next month, even outside of the education things that we're delivering. What's going on, and what do you think they should be thinking about, Maria?
Well, this is a conversation we've been having with a few people. January's a bit of a dead month for us in the Asia Pacific region. So this is really our first proper month of trading. For clients, for MSPs, for everybody. You know, everybody's been having holidays and it's been lovely. But now we get down to business. We've got 5 months left of the financial year. For those of us in Australia, we've got a lot to do. So this month is making sure your plans are in place for the year, I think. Perhaps they should have been done last month, but if they're not done, this month is the month to either get them done or double check that they're ready to go so that you can really fire for the next 5 months of the financial year and the next 11 months of the calendar year.
I'd back that up to over the last couple of years, especially with it being so disrupted. 2023 is going to be even more hectic with the disruptions that are hitting the industry. The businesses that are succeeding are the ones that have plans and refer back to them. So if you're not running your business to a plan and you're trying to make reactive decisions, it's going to be harder and harder to make those. Especially as cybersecurity requirements change, insurance, government regulations, let alone the technology adoption changes and client needs that are changing. Really need to take some time to sit back and think and plan out what you're trying to achieve and what are your core focuses for the year.
The Australian Bureau of Statistics is forecasting that the IT outsourcing sector, so our MSPs, the sector is going to exceed $12 billion this year. So we're getting to be worth a bit of money in our industry, and without that planning and that careful approach, you're not going to get a bit of that pie.
And this is where keep up with the information we're putting out. It's hard to disseminate so much information that's going on all over the place. So we try and be a resource to help everyone in the region keep up with what they need to be thinking of, and just take the time to slow down to speed up. I think the more that you plan and the more you work the plan and then adapt to it, the more opportunity there is. And there's probably more opportunity now than ever in our space of SMB IT management and support and enablement, that you want to get be on the good side of that, not struggling through this part, and that comes from planning. So we'll leave you with that final thought, and look out for us in March, and join us on our courses and the webinar, and follow us on LinkedIn to keep up with what's going on. Good luck in February.